Hey guys, so today I'm going to show you how I generated the texture for this treasure chest. It's an add-on through Blender, and I'll show you how to set that up and how I got here. Alright guys, so first thing we want to have is Blender installed. I've got this version at the time of this recording. Also, you want to go to this website. I'll put both links down below. So when you're here, what you want to do is scroll down to here where it says latest release. You want to click that. Okay, and so once we're here, I have an NVIDIA, so I went into Windows and I downloaded. You can also go down to the Blender Market. Yeah, I did that one. Alright guys, we're back. So we're going to go ahead and go into our downloads. We're going to go ahead and extract this. Open that up. You're going to move the zip file out of there. I have a folder named Blender where I have all my stuff. And I have a folder called add-ons, and I put it in there. You can put it wherever you keep your add-ons, or just save it somewhere. You don't actually accidentally delete it. Alright, once it's done, we can get rid of that. Oh, let's close this. Get rid of that. And we should have the zip file here. And it is, look how big it is, 4.33 gigs. So it's pretty big. So now what you want to do is go into Blender. We just started a new project. We're going to go to Edit, Preferences, go into your add-ons. You want to hit Install, and then go into where your zip file is, and you want to hit Install Add-on. It's going to take a second to kind of load up, and then you'll see it in your okay, so if you expand it out, what you're going to see first is it's going to say here that you need to get a model first, so it can work. So go ahead and just click it, and it's going to download where are mine? Here. It's going to download the Stable Diffusion 2.1. Once it's finished, you want to click here and search for depth. So just put in DEPTH, hit enter, and there it is. You want to click this to install it, and it'll come down here. And I haven't done this, but it looks like you can link your Dream Studio account to use the cloud instead of locally and running it off your machine. I'm fine doing it here. It only takes like 20 seconds or less on mine, but we're gonna go ahead and that's it. So here it's just telling you where you can find it, but I'll show you. Go ahead and close this out, and now you're ready to use it. I like to split my window. I think also in shading, no, not shading. Or it's fine, we'll just use this. And then this, or you can use the top or bottom, either one. Here's where you want to change it to image editor. Yeah, you can do either one. I think I actually had it reverse. That's fine. And so if you press N, or if you click this little arrow here, this will pop out. Do it on both, and you see a tab called Dream. Now here you'll see unsupported material. This image one, you want to make sure it's set to the Stable Diffusion, and this other one you want to make sure it's set to the depth. And let me show you how to use this. So this one works the same as, you know, the others that you've used, like Midjourney and what are the other ones? Dolly, stuff like that. Anyway, you click here and you can switch here from what you want. And then if we want to do a texture, you can. But I found that it does better if you texture it here. And I'll show you both ways. So if we do texture, you can click on seamless, and then here in the subject is you're going to type in your prompt. And so the more details you add a comma in between them. Down here, that's the size. If you click on advanced, I haven't messed with this yet, source image. Oh, can we put our own? I'll have to play with that. Okay, here you can mess with this. How accurate, if you hover over it, kind of tells you what it is. This one influences the image depending on how high or low you go. I set it to accurate so it can generate more accurate off of the subject. So that's it really. So we're gonna go ahead and type something in. I'm gonna put, everyone does brick wall. Let's do Castle Rocks. And we want to just hit generate. And since it's the first time, it's going to take a few seconds longer, but after that, once you run them, they'll run a bit faster, at least from my experience. And while that's going, let's look down here. Okay, that's already set. So here, same thing, you can switch what you want. I'm going to do wait, it is depth, right? Yeah, okay. I'm going to leave it at texture. I'm not going to do seamless because it's just projecting on what that is. And there you go. This, what did we, yeah, Castle Rocks. So this is supposed to be seamless, so we can test it out and see if that is. We'll put it in one of the game engines here in a second. Okay, so here, pretty much, let's do, I'm going to do a quick model of, let's do a stone bench. We'll just bring that up. Let's add some cubes here and here. They don't have to be straight because we're just oops. That looks like a good bench, right? I would sit on that. All right. Okay, so we'll leave it at that. Wait, is it yeah, that's fine. All right. So next what you want to do is set it at an angle where you want it to project, and you have to be in edit mode. So if you go back into the tab and edit mode, select it all, then we make sure here we type in, what do we do, castle, no, let's just do a stone bench. All right, we're gonna leave everything else the same. Let's go ahead and project. Make sure we're over here in texture so you can see it, and we'll just wait. Let's go ahead and save this up here. Image, save as, and put in my downloads. I'll just put Castle Rocks Seamless. Okay, so what does that look like? Well, I don't know. I don't like it. It's too realistic. There's some stuff we could run it again. We can change some of the stuff. Let's do comma. We'll do cartoon style. I don't remember if I can put style there, but Let's go back in here. Let's run it one more time. Okay. Let's take off the shininess. Okay, well it's almost okay. Let's look to see what it looks like. Let's go ahead and name it too. If you want to name these, because it starts getting out of hand. So you just want to go into the material. Which one is it? That one. Click here, click here. This looks more wooden. I'm just gonna put bench. Alright, I'm gonna name this too, bench. Alright, so now we should be able to go here to bench. And this is what it's giving us. Some weird stuff. So it isn't always perfect. Once you're here, I might even do it from this angle. You're just gonna have to play with it. Move around. Like I said, we can increase that, or I'll show you what that does. Oh, that is odd. I don't like that either. Let's change this. 8.5. Let's run it again. I like that a little better. Still doesn't look like stone. But let's just go with this so I can show you how this works. So now that's gone. This is going to be the new, I think it's this one. Yeah. We'll just call it bench new. Maybe you name them if you like them. Alright, let's stick with that one. That's what we got. Alright, so oh, that's an image editor. Okay, let's split that in two. I'm gonna open the UV editor. There we go. Alright, so that's what we have. I am going to move this over, and I'm just gonna speed up real quick. I'm gonna do this for all four sides, and I'll catch you when we get back. Alright guys, we're back, and I went ahead and copied them over. What I was doing is selecting them and then unwrapping, projecting from view so I can get them in that shape, and then I would just move them. It did some kind of zebra type print. We're not going to use that, but yeah, that's it. Then we can export this out, and you have your model. You can also, and I just closed my, make sure you save this. I'm gonna call it, is this the bench new? Yeah. Alright, so it's saved now. Let's put this up top. I'm gonna go ahead and apply it all, and we're gonna go ahead and export it. I'm just gonna call it bench AI. Selected objects, and I'm using Smile Game Builder engine on this so you can see it. So I'm gonna reduce the scale, but you don't have to do that. Alright, I'm just gonna do that, so that's good to go. And then we'll also check out the seamless, but there is one thing you got to do. But before we do that, let's go back into image editor. We're already here. Okay. Now, if you remember, we were trying to run this diffusion. So besides textures, you can also do photography, concept art, and then whenever you click on it, you can switch from environment, characters, weapon. So if we do environment, you can do fantasy, cyberpunk, cinematic. I'm just going to do fantasy. Here I'm going to put mountain overlooking a town. It's kind of getting the idea. So let's if you so you can play with it, also I'm going to leave it like that, but if we switch it over to photography, we can switch the camera shots. So I'm going to do a medium shot, and then you can choose the angles. You can choose, I'm going to do full color. You can choose this. We'll do fisheye. And let's do outdoor. And you can choose the lighting. So we'll do, how about warm lighting? And, alright, let's generate it. Whoa, it's odd. What if we do, so it saves the history. Wow, it looks exactly the same as the previous image. I think it's just different colors. Okay, well, you get how this works. You can play around with it, see what you can come up with. So let's move on. I'm going to go ahead and open Small Game Builder. These textures here I created with that same AI. Also on this rock and on these models and this floor. I did have to do a little cleaning up on these. Here's the chest that I made, and it works. I'm gonna go ahead and add the model. It's gonna be in downloads. Here it is, and there it is. Now we can oh, it's a big bench, but yeah. Oh, it could almost be like a little underpass thing. Alright, now let me show you the textures. I do have to use Photoshop. You can use another photo editing software. And what you want to do is go ahead and go into your assets and export a texture that's already there. So when you go into here, you go into maps and just export one of these out, and it'll give you the template image, and then you can just open that up. I have it here, and I put my own guides in. Alright, so we're going to open up that image that we saved earlier. I think I put it in downloads. Yeah, here it is. And so the way you want to check this is unlock it. I'm going to put a background. We're going to go to filter, other, offset, and then you can move this to see what it looks like, and you can see that it's seamless. So you should be able to bring this into something like, Unreal Engine or Unity, If you're bringing it into Smile, it does use smaller textures. So it doesn't look good if you just copy and paste this in this, because you have to, I'll show you what they look like. Whoops. That, lock it right there. And then we're gonna hold Alt, click and drag, and now you've got the bottom. We're gonna go ahead and export this out. I'm gonna call this tutorial Castle Rocks. I'm gonna put tutorial. Okay, so you pretty much want to just make it smaller here. Or it doesn't go as small, so this uses a size of copy 48 by 48. So unfortunately here, when you do that, let's go back to our history to where was it? This one. Let's recall that. Okay, so this one, you can't, on the size, you can't do that 48 to 48. 64 is the lowest it goes. So you could try doing it 64 and then just shrinking it down some, or you can cut around it and then just paint around it. In fact, that's what I did, but now that I'm thinking of this, let's try it this way. So let's go ahead and regenerate it. I wonder if it's going to keep the same. There we go, small. See what that looks like. Yeah, see, it's too small. Alright, so I switched it to 256. Hold on, let's see what it shoots out. This is not good. Okay, well, I guess we can't do it that way. So we go back here. What you can do is just cut out a piece. Do about this size. Just copy that. And we'll just paste it here. And then we just edit it here. We'll do the same thing. Click on it. Go to 3D, filter, other, offset. And then let's move it horizontal. Let's move it vertical so we can see the lines. Let's zoom in. That's good. Gonna use the clone tool real quick. Just kind of touch it up. Okay. Now we're gonna go ahead and move it again. Here. Maybe bend it there. Let's check it out. So we can see it there. Done. I'm gonna just go ahead and select it, copy, paste, and the rock should be a little bit bigger. Make sure this snaps. Okay. Now we're gonna bring this down. Gonna move this out of the way. And I like to sometimes make 2 copies. Alright, let's export this one out. We'll call it tutorial Photoshop. Alright, now let's bring it in here. Here and here. Wait, is this one too? Castle Rock Seamless. Or was that just the image? Okay. So this one won't work in here, just bringing it in that way. It's too big. So we'll just do those two. And then I like to turn off round edges. And let's see what they look like. So we'll go to I don't think I have a blank one. Yeah, this will work. Okay, so going to downloads. Nope, sorry, terrain. Nope, it's another pack I'm working on. Here we go. All right, so this is the one where we just shrunk it down. That's what that looks like. And this is the one with the Photoshop. And let's bring this up so we can see it. Let's bring this back. There you go. And let's bring our character in so we can see what it looks like. I'm gonna do half this here. And make sure the camera is that's good. Play test. Oh, I can move the camera. Okay. Well, that's what it looks like. So, a few that I made while doing that, I showed you in the other one, but also made some grass using the same technique. So yeah, just mess around with it and see what you come up with. See what works, see what doesn't. And that'll be it. So make sure you like, subscribe, and let me know what you think.